Thank you for joining me. This video will serve as a very brief introduction to using the item search and display wizard to search for materials in Circe Dynix workflows. There is a more extensive video in the cataloging section of our YouTube channel, which covers item search and display and search strategies in greater detail. And to open the wizard, just click on item search and display in the common tasks toolbar. And when the wizard opens, it will initially open to what I refer to as the advanced search view, which allows you to search by multiple fields at the same time. You can toggle in and out of this view by clicking on the advanced search helper up at the top, which is a little set of binoculars with a little yellow plus sign in front of it. So now here we are in the, I guess, classic search view. In this search, you have the option to enter a search term, and you also have the option to choose an index to search from. Author and title are probably the most commonly searched indexes, but there are others as well, such as, subject and series and periodical title and things like that. In this wizard, you do also have the option to choose different search types, such as a keyword search, a browse search, or an exact search. You also have the ability to narrow down your search results by the library that you wish to search. So if you're just checking to see whether you own something in your own library, you may wish to choose your library from this list, such like, and then we could do a very simple, let's just do a very simple author search. And just to show you the difference between the two search types, I am going to do this search once as a keyword search and a second time as a browse search. So we will just click on search. You can see here, this actually worked pretty well. We've got, keyword in the author fields as Tolkien, and then we've got a list of titles. This may be working so well partially because we have narrowed our search to one library. And you'll note, of course, it doesn't know that I mean JRR. It's got Simon. If we had something with Chris Tolkien listed as an editor, then that might show up there as well. I'm going to do this again for all just to show you. Now, you can see that if we expand our search and do a keyword search in the author fields for Tolkien and expand that to everyone, we do get, a bit more variety in our search results. We get all the films. We also get some things, like a visual companion to Tolkien's work, location guides, things like that. So there's a lot of stuff out there. So another thing we can try doing, though, is we can change our search type to browse, and we can search again. This time, instead of getting our list of results, we get into the author, the list of author headings, basically. And so, we get these in alphabetical order because we did just do the last name. So we get like Bailey Tolkien, Chris Tolkien, and then we get down to JRR. And you can see there are several headings for JRR Tolkien, not all of which are the correct authorized heading, but you will be able to see how many times that heading is used for different entries here. But I'm guessing that this one with 330 occurrences is probably our authorized heading. So if we click on that, we get our results below, and we will see since there are so many adaptations and related works, we get a ton of stuff. In your search results, though, you can sort by different columns. So I could sort by title if I wanted to, or I could even sort by author, which does kind of give me a little bit of a way to sort of filter out the films and things like that, where J.R.R. Tolkien does appear in the author fields, but not kind of as that primary author. And you can also see a list of pub year, so you could also sort by that as well if you wanted to. You can also further narrow your search by using this helper here, which is this configuration option. And so if we only wanted to see books, maybe we want to get rid of all of the movies, we could go to item category 3 here, which is general materials format, and choose book, and then click OK, and then do our search again. And then go back down to our, primary J.R.R. Tolkien heading. And we'll see here, that has filtered out a lot of the movie stuff. We do still have some of that stuff, your companion works, your compendiums, and all of that sort of things. But, it does get you maybe a little closer if that is what you're looking for. So one thing I always recommend when using item search and display is just to play around with it, experiment with different search types, and see what you can do. Of course, again, this selection will stay though. So if you want to do another search and not have that limitation, you will want to go back up there and reset it, or just close your window and open it again. You can also, as I mentioned, do advanced searches. So say, you know, we want to kind of narrow it down to Tolkien, but we only want to find Beren and Luthien, and do that search. And that way we are doing a, in this case, we're doing an and search for Beren and Luthien and Tolkien. We could also change this instead to an or search. And we would get basically all of Tolkien's works except for Beren and Luthien. And if there was a Beren and Luthien by someone who was not Tolkien somehow, we would get that. Maybe that's not the best example. Let's do Tolkien and not Beren and Luthien. That gets us everything except. So you've got your little commands here that you can use. Do note that these are all keyword searches. So just be aware of that. Okay, I will return once more to this version of the wizard though to show you the difference again between keyword and browse searches, and this time with a title search. And this time I will search for crawdads as a keyword search. If I do a keyword search for the word crawdads, I will get results with anything with the word crawdads in the title, which you'll notice is not the beginning of the title necessarily. I've got where the crawdads sing here, and then I've got this one, which I'm not completely sure why we got crawdads. Oh, it's because there is a chapter called crawdads. So do note that a title search is also searching the contents fields of an item, which doesn't make a lot of sense when you're thinking about it as a chapter in a book. But if you do think about it as maybe you're looking for a poem or a song on a CD or in a bit of sheet music, knowing that that title search might also find it for you that way. If you're looking for a specific work within a work, then that can be very handy. But by contrast, a browse search is searching the title index in alphabetical order. So rather than finding where the crawdads sing, I'm finding Crawdaddy, Crawfish Mountain, Crawford Affair, Crawford and Lawrence counties, So in this case, if I wanted to find it, I will need to enter the beginning of the title. So like if we do like where the, where the cherry tree grows, where the children have gone, where the clouds go. So that's giving you your alphabetical results. Okay, as I mentioned, more detailed training on this wizard can be found in the cataloging trainings playlist, but this should hopefully at least get you started with using this wizard for searching the RSA catalog in workflows. Thank you and have a nice day.